Afternoon, everyone. It is 5:23, and this is your closing comment for today, the 10th of July, and this is video number 1825. For some reason, this will not open up charts, or at least it wouldn't. Nope, still won't. So I'm not going to be able to show you, but I will definitely point out that after hitting below 123, the bonds rallied all the way back over 124. So they went from 122 and change to 124 and three-eighths, and then closed just over 124. So a big reversal. We sold out of the TBT uh, towards the low. We made nice money on it. Not as much as I would have liked. I would have liked to have seen them, down another dollar or two today, but it didn't happen, and so we took our profit. Also, there's only 2 weeks left, and this is a week with both CPI and PPI, Wednesday and Thursday, and so I really didn't want to be too involved after having such a nice profit. Okay, let's just go through these as long as we're here. The dollar was down slightly. Bitcoin and Ethereum up nicely. Bitcoin up almost 700, Ethereum up 36. The dollar was down 30 cents. Um, Stocks were higher, and I'll get to that in a second. The sugar was down 9 cents after being down about 39 cents. So a little bit of a comeback there. Um, we also saw the gold finish slightly lower, but the silver higher. So that works in my favor anyway. I'm still looking to get everyone into that. Oil down 87 cents and nat gas up 7 cents. So the UNG position still has some life back in it. And we had grains primarily up. The wheat was down, corn, soybeans, oats, all up. So, there's a question now that I mention it. FMC. FMC is a farm equipment and product company. They do fertilizer, seeds, anything that you would need, and equipment, anything you would need as a farmer. And they came out today and gave really poor guidance. They don't actually report until the 2nd of August, but they did issue lower guidance, and the stock came down pretty hard. This is a stock that this year had a high of 133, closed at 104. On Friday, traded as low as 88.77 today, with a last of 92.27, down almost 12 or 11.5%. That also took CF Corp and Contera and one other, Mosaic, took all of those down, but FMC was the biggest loser. And they said that it was a problem of their customers slowing down on ordering and keeping inventory. So the only reason I bring that up right now is because if they're using less fertilizer and they're buying less seed, does that mean that um, come next harvest that will have decreased yields because we had decreased plantings? Um, we'll have to see how that shakes out, and we'll have several crop reports and planting reports that will tell us about that. Um, IEP, that's the icon stock I mentioned this morning. Um, it was trading at about 34.33 when we talked about it this morning. It kept moving the whole day. It got up as high as 35.30. The last is 34.67. That's up 581 or 20%. This stock had come down hard, uh, from 150 down to a high this year before the report came out about it by Hindenburg, a short house. It was 55 and it got down as low as 18. So it's come back about halfway, and Mr. Icon has realigned his borrowings. Um, and that's really about it. The Dow was up from the get go and finished up 204, primarily on um, the back, initially on the back of Home Depot, which had closed around 303, opened just up a little, and then immediately ran $6 to the upside. So that really helped. Nasdaq and S&P were very back and forth all day. Um, Nasdaq closed up 24.76 or 0.18, and the S&P 1058 up 1/4%. The big winner again is the Russell, up 30.59 or 1.64%. Um, the number two performer was again the Dow Jones Transports, up 160, excuse me, or 1.03%. Advanced declines were about 2 to 1. Volume was higher at 5.2 billion, which is a little high for summer trading. Um, the numbers that came out uh, after this morning's video were the May wholesale inventories. They were down 0.3%. They were expected to be down about 0.1%. And consumer credit was up 7.3 billion. That's versus last month's up 20 billion. So not terrible, and certainly better on a month to month basis. Let me just see what we have coming tomorrow. Tomorrow we have, let's see, excuse me. First thing in the morning, we have NFIB Small Business Optimism, and that's it for the day. So we'll have that early and then nothing until Wednesday. As I said, CPI, core CPI, Fed's Beige Book, and then Thursday, initial claims, continuing claims, PPI and core PPI. So there's plenty of information coming out over the rest of the week, but not tomorrow. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning.